Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are taking a look at the new midfake Jade Jupiter. Never thought I would say that. So these are available on Beyblade Bricks. I'll have a link down below. You can use code Nizuma for a discount. So I was not expecting these. I really 100% never thought this would happen. It comes with instructions, interestingly enough. These are, I think, the Korean instructions. Yeah, Sanokon. How do they do this? There's the stickers. It's got the Tomy logo down there. Huh. Okay, so, Jade Jupiter. It's like a $200 Beyblade. Not anymore! Collectors are mad, you know it. So a lot of people don't like mid-fakes, mostly collectors. There are some that are worse than others for sure. Some of them are more usable than others. First thing that I was interested to see was the rubber ball. So you'll see, if it'll focus, you'll see that it's kind of a little bit more recessed than a legit one, meaning that this rubber part doesn't pop out as much as a legit one. So, will it affect performance a whole lot? I don't think so. I've used mid-fake rubber ball from like Wing Pegasus and it's fine. It just sits a little bit lower, but the tracks on the facebolt look good. I noticed this with the Duo Uranus as well. The threads on the facebolt look way better than a lot of the threads from mid-fakes that I've looked at in the past. So if you didn't see the Duo video, you can check that out. Threads on the track look a little thin to me. Will it affect performance majorly? I don't think so. You're just gonna have to be a little more careful with it. And then we've got the clear wheel. Looks pretty good to me. Nothing too crazy there. And we've got the metal wheels. So one thing that Swift pointed out is that the screws are different. So the screws on a legit one are like more rounded, like bulbous almost. These are just like flat screws. Again, will it affect performance a whole lot? I don't think so. The main thing is going to be the weight. It'll probably weigh a little bit less. So Jade Jupiter, the Jade wheel rather, is legal in limited format. It's the only 4D wheel that is legal in limited. Mine is 37.21. So mid-fakes generally are going to weigh a little bit less. Is that a major problem? For Jade, I don't know. I don't really think so. I like Jade, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like, it's not one of those Beyblades that I like am really trying to use for limited format anyway. Like, it's all right, but you would think a lot of people would use it because it's for, a lot of people don't really use this. It gets use, but it's not like super prevalent. Is that accessibility? Maybe more people run it now just because it's easier to get, but I don't think it's all that great. However, a lot of people want it because of the anime. It is kind of cool. You know, in the legit one is locked behind a random booster. So if you wanted it, you're kind of stuck with a pretty hefty price tag. I don't normally put stickers on Metal Fight Beyblades. It's because I just don't, I don't know. I don't know that they add that much. Mid-fake stickers are typically not amazing. These feel pretty thin, to be honest. It does come with facebolt stickers, although the facebolt is printed, so I guess if you want to throw it on a metal face or something, those stickers I mean, then you could do that. But so there are the stickers. So let's weigh it all together, see where it sits, and then we'll do some test videos. 45.22. It's It's not terrible. Midfakes. We don't really know where they come from. Somewhere in a factory in China. What are midfakes? Midfakes are basically reproductions. You know, some people noticed that there was like quality control issues with some Takara Tomy stuff, and that's how people found out. And those turned out to be midfakes. So they are basically more or less one-to-one with Takara Tomy. Obviously, like you saw, the screw's a little different. The threads are a little iffy on this one. The Duo threads were fine on the track. This track, threads are a little bit thin. The rubber ball sticks out less. A lot of times rubber parts on midfakes are not as good, but for the most part, it's like pretty much one-to-one. You don't really have to worry about like lead or anything in the metal wheels. Somebody did a lab test quite a while back. It's on the WBO if you guys want to find it. And there was no lead in them. These new ones, could there be lead in them? I mean, maybe, but I highly doubt it. Just given the weight and sort of the structural integrity of them, typically, like the rapidity stuff typically has like lead. They're really light, really fragile, they break pretty easily. These are basically had like the same composition, which, you know, furthers sort of the question of who's making these. Oh, there goes my sticker. Just kind of, you know, get back up in there. Just kind of slid off. But if you don't want to spend $200 on a Jade Jupiter, this is how you get one. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it makes it more accessible, especially for people that are wanting to actually use it or are getting back into metal fight and don't want to spend $200 on this. I think it's perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and do some test battles and see how it does. All right, let's throw it up against pre-hybrid Pegasus. This is on a CH120 RF. You guys already know. All right. So Jade Jupiter, even like stock, I would say is like not too bad, like as like a defense combo. Like a lot of times stock Beyblades are like not amazing, but there's a handful that are like out of the box that are pretty decent. Like so like Flame Bixus is another one that's like pretty good, like straight out of the box. I had a little bit of wobble, and then I forgot that I didn't actually tighten this with a tool. All right, let's throw it up against Gravity. So this is on Metal Flat. Since I tightened it, it's definitely more stable. Oops. But yeah, I think this is cool, honestly. Like, I had Jade Jupiter last year and I ended up selling it off. And so this is a very easy replacement solution for me. Does not bother me one bit to use a mid-fake, especially since most of my stuff I would really more focused on like competitive anyway. Like I'm not like a metal fight collector in the sense that I'm trying to get like, you know, some pristine collection or anything like that. Like metal fight for me is like my interest in it is mostly the competitive aspect. So for that, this is totally fine for me. For somebody who's really like prioritizing like completing a full collection, you might want the real thing. But you know, if you're getting into Metal Fight and you want it, or you're coming back to Metal Fight and you want it, this is an easy solution. Or if you're into competitive and you don't want to dish out, you know, like $200 for Jade, this might be a solution as well. That extra stamina from Metal Flat. Okay, let's try it against Libra. This is on RSF. Wasn't any like rattling or anything for the fitment. The duo that I talked about had a little bit of rattle, which went away as soon as I switched it to a different track. But yeah, I think it's doing fine. Libra's kind of a powerhouse, so not particularly surprised that it doesn't beat this out stock. But I'm really interested to know your guys' thoughts on sort of like these reproductions, mid-fakes. So I'm interested to know your guys' thoughts. I'm not seeing any major issues aside from like the minor things like the rubber ball, and I guess the screws are different or whatever. But yeah, I actually think this is pretty cool. I'm sure, you know, resellers are going to be kind of upset because the price on legit ones are probably going to drop now. I don't think they'll drop like crazy. They might go from 200 to 100 maybe. I mean, that's a pretty substantial difference, but I don't think a legit one's going to drop down to like $30 or anything. I don't think it'll drop sub 100. But yeah, for just accessibility's sake, I think this is great. So again, if you guys want to grab one of these, I'll have a link to Bays and Bricks down below. You can use code Nizuma for a discount if you want to grab one. I don't know how long these are. Are these going to be made for the foreseeable future? I don't know. How fast they're producing them, don't know. So the Jades will probably sell faster than the Duos, I would imagine, just because so many people want Jade Jupiter. So they might sell out quick. We'll see. I have no idea, but yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like for the algorithm, and I will see you all in the next one. Say hi, Max. We got Max shirts. Go buy one. Link in the description.